So yeah, conclusions. The heat on the right hand side is because of the following.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Vstrom and today's video is
all about the mentions from many people in forums as well as in my channel about the heat generated from the Vstrom800 and Vstrom800DE engine, mostly on the right side, mostly on the right leg. So it's a suitable day for this test. The setup is pretty simple. I have got a simple thermometer, a digital thermometer. Down here on the right leg, as you can see, is the sensor where most people complain or mention that the heat is hitting their leg. And that is because the ventilator fan is here, right here on the right side. And so when the temperature rises, especially inside cities, when the bike does not get, or the radiator of the motorcycle does not get a lot of air, the fan kicks in at around 100, 101 degrees, something like that, and then the heat goes to your leg for some time. It's very short period. So we will be checking the reading from our leg here on the digital thermometer, and also on the dashboard we will be able to see the ambient temperature, the environment temperature, as well as the engine temperature. So yeah, that's the video today. It will be part of my overall very detailed review video of the Vstrom800. Whoever wants to support this effort also, you can do that through PayPal, which is on your screen right now. It's not a problem with the engine. This is common with all modern motorcycles that they are Euro 5 for emissions and above. They generate more heat for the emissions, so to reduce the emissions. Working temperature for this Vstrom800 and for this Vstrom800DE and Vstrom800 is 85 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Celsius. On the dashboard you will not see something different. You will continue to see, until we get inside the city, 85, 86 degrees. You can see that the temperature sensor on my leg says 41.9, even without the fan kicking in and without the engine generating a lot of heat. You can slowly see that the temperature of the engine on the dashboard, because I'm going slower, it has risen to 87 degrees, and it will still keep on rising as I go slower and inside the city. 42.8 on my leg, 43 almost. By the way, what I'm wearing is simple jeans, not a motorcycle uniform. So I have talked to Suzuki about this. I mean, I discussed it a bit. They are ensuring me that, yeah, it's not an issue, It's because of the Euro 5 engines for emissions that I mentioned before, and they say that it's not going to create any problems. 104, I'm pretty sure that the fan has kicked in, 32 degrees on the dashboard for the environment, 104 for the engine, 48.6 on my leg, 48.9, 49, yes. So our conclusion would be that when you are inside the city, you will feel for the period that you're going very slow, and until the fan kicks in, you will be experiencing around 50 degrees Celsius at least on the right side, on your right leg. Yes, you can see the fan has kicked in because now the temperature is dropping. It's 101 degrees, 100, so it's doing its job very fast. You see how short it was. It was for a very short period that this has happened. Now it's 99, you see. It's pretty good at dropping the temperature, and I mean, like I said, they need to operate or to have this heat generated for the emissions. So my advice is to, don't sweat it, don't worry too much about this, and when you find some area where there is a downhill, let's say like now, put it on neutral and let it slide with no RPMs on the engine, or the not without RPMs, but with the idle RPMs, and it will help it a bit. So now I can feel some heat on my leg, and it's 50.5 degrees like I told you. I don't feel any heat at all on the back side of my leg, and on the left leg, if I compare it to the right, it's cooler. The left leg is cooler. So now I think what I will do, you see we are now at 51.3 on my leg, 34 for the environment temperature, and 99 on the engine. Now what I will do, I will move the temperature sensor on the back of my leg, on the back of my right leg, just to see what is the difference, because some people were mentioning also the back of the back side of the leg as well. This is the sensor. I'm taking it out, and I will put it, you see, on the back side of my leg. The temperature has risen again on 105 because I stopped. The engine is, the radiator fan, the ventilator fan has kicked in, 34 degrees, 105 on the engine, 39.6, 44.3, you see. So the temperature on the back side of my leg is less. 103, I'm pretty sure that the fan is working. 35 degrees on the environment temperature, and 44.7 on my leg, you see, because it's on the back side, like I told you. So now I will put the sensor, I will put it on my other leg, like I told you, just for comparison's sake. Now you can hear the ventilator fan for sure. Let's put the sensor on the same front part. We are at 101 degrees Celsius on the engine, so the fan, 102, the fan will kick in. 35 degrees for the environment, and let's check my leg in a bit. 45.3. The fan has kicked in again once more. Uh, 44 on my left leg, 44.3, 0.5, 45, 0.8. So you see, in such areas, in such locations where you stop and go in the middle of the summer, and for a Euro 5 engine, it's normal for the fan to kick in, and it's a good thing. Like I said, it will cool the engine quite fast. So all in all, it's no problem. Now regarding the two legs, so yeah, 4 or 5 degrees difference between the two legs. On the front side, I mean. On the back side of the leg, of the right leg, it's again less degrees, again something like 4 degrees. You're going to experience 5 degrees more on the right leg, because the radiator fan will kick in after 101 degrees Celsius. When you ride inside the city, because not enough air is going through the radiator and because this is a Euro 5 emissions engine which needs to generate a bit more heat for the sake of reduced emissions. I will change the sensor one last time to the right side leg just for you to see that when I move outside the city, by the way it's 36 degrees Celsius right now for the environment temperature, so you will see that as soon as I get out of the city everything is going to be fine. So that's for inside the city and outside the city, and on the highway no question about it, it's really everything is fine. You cruise with 85 degrees Celsius on the engine all the time. And I have already traveled for 600 kilometers in one go, so that's fine. As long as you wear proper motorcycle clothes, or at least a jean, it's bearable with a jean, it's not a problem really. And by the way, this is a test at 2,700 kilometers on my engine. I'm going to test again because I believe that after the engine breaks in, it will be a bit better. So that's all from me, guys. I hope I have solved your concerns, I have solved your questions and I addressed your concerns. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, support and ride safe.